Okay, so have you heard about all this manifesting stuff?
It's everywhere these days, right?
Seriously, it's like everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
So we're diving deep today
Mm-hmm.
into this article from Medium.
Okay.
It's called Proof That Manifesting is Real and It Works.
Ooh.
And it's by Carrie Hussein.
All right.
Now, she says she has proof that this stuff actually works, like from her own life experiences.
Interesting.
So we're going to try to figure out,
Yeah, right.
is this real or is this just wishful thinking?
Yeah. Is there something more to this?
Right, exactly.
Well, and I think what's interesting is just how much information is out there.
Right.
It seems like everyone wants to figure this out.
Total.
So whether they're skeptics or just curious,
Yeah,
manifesting is a hot topic.
it really is.
Yeah.
So Hussein starts off by saying
Right.
that manifesting isn't just like, wishing for things.
Right.
It's more like a whole practice
Okay.
where our thoughts and feelings kind of work together.
Interesting.
She even says that we're all manifesting all the time,
Mm-hmm.
whether we realize it or not. I got to say, I'm a little skeptical.
Okay. I can see that.
Like, if we're all manifesting all the time, why isn't everyone winning the lottery,
That is a really good question.
right?
Yeah. Well, she talks about how our thoughts and feelings can really drive our actions. And then those actions obviously lead to certain outcomes.
Right.
So maybe it's not always intentional,
Okay.
but we are shaping our experiences.
Yep.
And that's a big part of manifesting.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But then she talks about this whole frequency and vibration
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
She says that everything is energy
Okay.
and that we attract things that are on the same frequency that we're putting out.
So like that whole vibe thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Does that have any basis in science?
Or is that more of a metaphor?
Right.
Yeah.
It's definitely something that people debate a lot. I mean, we know in physics that frequency and vibration exists like in sound and light.
Okay.
But whether our thoughts have some measurable frequency that actually impacts the world around us, I mean, that hasn't been scientifically proven.
Okay.
But I do think there's something to be said about your mindset.
Yeah.
Like if you're always focusing on the negative,
Right.
you're probably going to attract more negative experiences.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But if you're feeling positive and optimistic, you're more likely to be open to opportunities that sort of match that energy.
Right. It's like if you expect things to go wrong, they probably will.
Exactly. It's all about how you're looking at things.
Okay.
So Hussein actually uses this concept to tell a story about how she manifested a meeting with this law of attraction expert named Emma Mumford.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And she was really specific about how she used visualization. And then this thing called scripting. Scripting. Where you write down your desires as if they've already happened.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Powerful stuff.
It is. And she says that this scripting and the visualization led to this perfectly timed encounter with Mumford.
Oh, wow.
At a festival.
So what do you think?
The coincidence.
Or manifestation.
I mean, it does sound pretty convincing.
It does.
Was it just a random thing?
Right.
Or did her intentions and actions play a role?
Yeah.
I think even if we kind of ignore the more woo-woo side of things, there is a takeaway here about how our actions can line up with our goals.
Right.
I mean, she said a very clear intention. She visualized this meeting.
Yeah.
And she went to that festival where Mumford was speaking.
Okay, so even if you don't believe in all the energy stuff, there's still something to be said for taking those steps toward your goal. Right? And there's more to the story. Oh, there is?
Hussein mentions a second manifestation that happened just 5 days after meeting Emma Mumford.
Okay, hold on a second. What happened?
Well, she doesn't tell us all the details
Oh, come on.
in this first part of the article.
All right.
She's saving that for part 2.
Okay, well, now I have to know.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But it does seem connected to that meeting with Mumford.
All right, this is getting good.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
But it makes me wonder, are there like smaller manifestations
interesting.
happening all the time that we just don't even recognize?
Like we're so focused on the big life-changing things that we might miss the subtle signs.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like we're waiting for a lightning strike when maybe the universe is communicating with us in whispers.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So maybe instead of just focusing on what we want to bring into our lives, we should also be looking for evidence that it's already happening.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's a shift in how we see things.
Instead of just focusing on what we don't have, you start looking for proof that things are actually working out.
Right.
even in small ways.
Like training your mind to see the world through a manifestation lens.
Exactly.
Right. It makes you wonder if you'd suddenly start noticing more of those coincidences and synchronicities.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
So what stood out to you about this whole idea of manifesting? Does any of this resonate with you?
I'm starting to see things a little differently now.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
This whole scripting thing is really intriguing.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll give it a try this week and see what happens.
I think you should.
Okay, I will.
But here's a thought-provoking question.
Okay.
What if, instead of focusing on material things, we use these same principles to cultivate positive qualities within ourselves?
Oh, wow.
Like, what if we could manifest more patience or compassion or even creativity?
That's a really good question.
It really shifts the focus from getting stuff to actually becoming a better person.
Exactly.
That feels a lot more powerful.
I think it is.
Yeah.
And it might be the key to unlocking the true potential of this whole thing.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, we're just getting started on this deep dive into manifesting.
Okay.
We'll be right back with part 2.
All right.
To unpack that second manifestation.
Looking forward to it.
And more, so stay tuned.
Can't wait.
All right, welcome back.
That first part was really interesting.
I know, right?
Yeah.
What if we could actually manifest things like patience and creativity?
It's mind-blowing.
It really is. I'm seeing this whole manifesting thing in a whole new light now.
Yeah.
But before we get too ahead of ourselves,
okay,
what about that second manifestation that Hussein mentioned?
Oh, yeah.
I'm dying to know what happened.
Well, she keeps us in suspense for a bit.
Rough.
Yeah, she doesn't reveal everything in this first part.
Okay.
But she does say that 5 days after meeting Emma Mumford at that festival, she had another manifestation.
Oh, wow.
And it seems to link back to that meeting.
Okay, so she met this law of attraction expert, and then boom, another manifestation pops up.
It does make you wonder.
I know. I'm hooked.
Yeah.
Do you think this second one is like proof that her meeting with Mumford wasn't just a coincidence?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, get this. She actually manifested a collaboration with Mumford.
What?
Yeah, like a project together.
No way.
Apparently, Mumford was looking for someone to work with.
Okay.
And after they met, things just fell into place.
So meeting Mumford was like the catalyst for this whole other opportunity?
It's like one manifestation led to another.
It is. It is. Yeah. And that brings up what we were talking about before.
Okay.
About noticing those smaller, everyday manifestations. Maybe meeting Mumford was the big one that got our attention.
The one that stood out.
Yeah. But the collaboration was like a direct result of that meeting.
Totally.
I'm starting to think we're missing all sorts of manifestations.
Yeah.
Because we're so focused on the big picture.
Right. We don't see the little things.
Right. What if we're like surrounded by these mini manifestations?
Interesting.
But we're just not tuned into them.
It's like, what if those coincidences and chance encounters aren't so random?
What if they're actually tiny manifestations?
Right. Leading us down a path that we've set in motion.
Maybe unknowingly.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm really getting into this now.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting around for some grand manifestation to hit me over the head.
Yeah.
I'm going to start looking for these smaller signs.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's like a treasure hunt.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Maybe I've been manifesting all along and just haven't realized it.
It's possible. Start paying attention to those little chance events.
Okay.
That random meeting. Or that lucky break. Maybe it wasn't so random after all.
It's a shift in perspective.
It is. Yeah. Instead of dismissing those things as coincidence, you start to see them as like signs nudging you in the right direction.
I love that.
Yeah.
So maybe manifesting isn't just about like bringing new things into our life, but also recognizing how things are already working out.
Exactly.
Maybe even better than we planned.
Yeah, it's about awareness. Seeing how your thoughts and intentions are shaping things.
Even in those ordinary moments.
Yeah, the little things, the everyday stuff.
You know, I was pretty skeptical about all this at first. But I'm starting to see that there's more to it than I thought.
Yeah, it's not just about getting things.
It's about being open to possibilities.
Yeah.
And realizing the power we have to shape our experiences.
You got it.
All right, so we've explored this idea of frequency and vibration. We dug into Hussein's personal manifesting stories.
Yeah.
And we even challenged ourselves to look for those smaller, everyday manifestations.
Right.
But there's one question we haven't really answered yet.
Oh, okay, what's that?
Remember that one about manifesting positive qualities?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
The one that shifts the focus from manifesting material things to actually cultivating inner qualities.
It's a powerful idea.
It is.
Yeah.
But before we dive into that,
okay,
let's pause for a moment
okay,
and hear what's resonating with you so far.
yeah, what's standing out?
What do you think about this whole idea of manifesting? I've been thinking about those mini manifestations.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like I'm noticing them everywhere now.
Really?
Yeah. Just little things falling into place, almost like magic.
Like it's working.
Maybe I was manifesting all along.
It's possible.
And just didn't realize it.
Maybe you weren't paying attention.
Right, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what about manifesting those positive qualities?
Oh, yeah, that question.
Can we really manifest things like patience and creativity?
It's a fascinating idea.
It is.
What if we could use those same principles, like setting intentions, visualizing, taking action,
to cultivate those inner qualities that we want?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's like taking all that energy we usually put into getting stuff and redirecting it inwards.
Yeah.
So instead of a new car, maybe I could manifest a calmer reaction the next time I'm stuck in traffic.
I like that.
Yeah.
Instead of wishing for that promotion, you focus on manifesting the confidence and skills that would get you there.
It's like we're taking control of our personal growth.
Exactly.
Instead of just waiting for good things to happen.
Right. You're making it happen.
Exactly.
It goes back to that idea, action.
Okay.
So instead of wishing for patience, you actively seek out situations that challenge your patience. And use them as opportunities to practice.
So it's like turning everyday challenges into mini manifestation workouts.
Exactly.
I like that.
And just like with material things, consistency is key.
Right.
You can't expect to manifest a dream house overnight.
Yeah.
And cultivating things like patience and creativity takes time and effort.
It does feel more empowering than just hoping for things to change.
It is. You're in the driver's seat.
Right. It's like we're actively shaping ourselves from the inside out.
Love it.
Who knows, maybe by focusing on those inner qualities, we create this ripple effect.
Oh, interesting.
That influences our external reality.
Yeah, like a chain reaction.
So maybe by manifesting patience, I'll actually be in fewer frustrating situations. Or by cultivating creativity, I'll attract new opportunities.
Right. Ones that let you express yourself.
Exactly.
It all comes back around.
It really does.
Full circle.
I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
I'm going to start scripting those qualities I want to develop.
Oh, I like it.
More patience, a little fearlessness.
You got this.
This has been eye-opening.
Yeah, it has.
It's amazing how a simple article about manifesting has sparked so many questions and insights.
It's all about perspective.
We started off exploring manifesting stuff, but we ended up on this journey of self-discovery.
It's amazing where curiosity can lead you.
It really is.
When you're open to new ideas, it opens up a world of possibilities.
So listeners, remember, manifesting is more than wishing for things.
It's about action.
Aligning your thoughts and feelings and actions with what you desire.
It's about more than just the stuff you want.
Yeah.
It's about who you want to be.
Those qualities you want to develop within yourself.
Keep exploring, keep experimenting.
And keep believing in the power you have.
To shape your reality.
That's it for our deep dive on manifesting.
Until next time.
Keep diving deep and stay curious.